After the dust settled at Coachella 2026, a quiet but powerful shift began to take shape, one that no one saw coming. Just days after the festival lights dimmed, Timothée Chalamet finally broke his silence, and what he revealed about his relationship with Kylie Jenner has sent shockwaves across the internet. Stay with us, because what unfolds next could redefine everything fans thought they knew about this high-profile couple. And before we go deeper, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because the truth behind this story is far more layered than it first appears. It all started with whispers, subtle glances, shared moments, and an undeniable chemistry that first captured global attention during the chaotic, star-studded nights of Coachella. While many dismissed it as just another fleeting celebrity connection, insiders now reveal that what was happening behind the scenes was far more serious. Sources close to Timothee say that the actor had been quietly reflecting on his personal life long before the festival began, but it was during those intense desert nights that everything came into focus. In a rare and candid moment, Timothee reportedly opened up about the emotional weight of living under constant public scrutiny. Known for his deeply introspective personality, he admitted that his relationship with Kylie has challenged him in ways he never expected. Not just romantically, but personally, forcing him to confront the realities of fame, privacy, and the future he truly wants. And here's where things take an unexpected turn. According to emerging reports, Timothee didn't just speak about the present, he hinted at long-term plans. Yes, you heard that right. While neither he nor Kylie has officially confirmed anything publicly, insiders claim that discussions about commitment, stability, and even stepping away from the spotlight have quietly entered the conversation. For a couple constantly surrounded by flashing cameras and relentless headlines, the idea of pulling back is both shocking and, for some fans, incredibly compelling. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that this could be another carefully managed narrative, designed to control public perception after weeks of intense media speculation. After all, both Timothee and Kylie are no strangers to the power of image. Yet those close to the pair insist this is different, that behind the scenes, the connection is real, grounded, and evolving faster than anyone anticipated. Midway through all this, something else surfaced, something that adds even more intrigue. During a low-key post-Coachella gathering, eyewitnesses claimed that Timothee appeared unusually open, even relaxed, as he spoke with close friends about building something meaningful. The phrase itself may sound simple, but in the context of his typically private nature, it speaks volumes. Could this be a sign that he's ready to embrace a new chapter? Or is it just a moment of clarity in the aftermath of an overwhelming festival experience? The internet, of course, is divided. Search trends are exploding with phrases like Timothée Chalamet-Kylie Jenner relationship, Coachella 2026 celebrity couples, and Timothee future plans interview. Fans are dissecting every detail, every quote, every appearance, trying to piece together a narrative that feels both authentic and elusive. And as speculation grows, so does the tension surrounding what comes next. Then comes the moment that changes everything. In what insiders describe as a defining conversation, Timothee allegedly expressed a desire to protect what he and Kylie have, at all costs. Not through grand gestures or public declarations, but through intention, boundaries, and a shared understanding of what truly matters. It's a perspective that contrasts sharply with the usual Hollywood playbook, where relationships often unfold in the public eye for all to see. For Kylie, who has spent much of her life navigating fame at an unprecedented level, this approach could represent a significant shift. Those close to her suggest that she, too, is reevaluating priorities, balancing her empire with a more grounded personal life. Together, they may be charting a path that blends visibility with privacy, ambition with authenticity. And yet, questions remain. Will they go public with these plans? Will their relationship withstand the pressures that have broken so many before them? Or are we witnessing the early stages of something that could genuinely last? One thing is certain, the story is far from over. As new details continue to emerge, one reality becomes clear: this is no longer just a Coachella headline. It's a developing narrative about identity, connection, and the search for something real in a world built on illusion. And whether you're a fan, a skeptic, or simply curious, the next chapter promises to be even more revealing. So what do you think? Is this the beginning of a lasting relationship, or just another moment in the ever-changing landscape of celebrity culture? Share your thoughts below, hit like if you want more exclusive updates like this, and make sure you're subscribed, because when the next piece of this story drops, you won't want to miss it. As the conversation around Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner continues to dominate headlines following Coachella 2026, new layers of their story are beginning to surface, layers that reveal not just a romance, but a complex intersection of fame, identity, and control over one's own narrative. What makes this situation even more compelling is the contrast between who Timothee has always been perceived to be and the reality that's now unfolding. For years, he cultivated an image rooted in indie credibility, artistic depth, and a certain distance from the mainstream celebrity machine. Kylie, on the other hand, represents the pinnacle of that very machine, a global brand, a digital powerhouse, a figure whose life has been documented in real time for millions to see. And yet, somehow, these two worlds have collided in a way that feels both unlikely and strangely inevitable. Insiders now suggest that after Coachella, Timothee began reassessing not just his relationship, but his entire trajectory. Those close to him describe a period of intense reflection, late-night conversations, long periods of silence, and a noticeable shift in how he engages with both the media and his inner circle. It's as if something clicked during those chaotic festival days, something that pushed him to confront questions he may have been avoiding for years. And then came the subtle signals. Fans quickly noticed that Timothee's public appearances began to change. His body language, his tone, even the way he answered questions, everything seemed more measured, more intentional. There was less deflection, less ambiguity. Instead, there was a quiet confidence, a sense that he knew exactly what he was doing, even if he wasn't ready to say it out loud. At the same time, Kylie's behavior also sparked curiosity. Known for her highly curated online presence, she began pulling back, posting less frequently, appearing more selective about what she shared. To casual observers, it might seem insignificant. But to those who have followed her for years, this shift was impossible to ignore. It suggested a deliberate move toward privacy, a desire to reclaim control over a narrative that has often been shaped by external forces. And here's where the tension deepens. Because while both of them appear to be moving toward a more grounded, private version of their lives, the world around them refuses to slow down. Every sighting, every rumor, every unverified report becomes fuel for a media cycle that thrives on speculation. The more they try to step back, the more intense the spotlight seems to become. Midway through all this, a new detail emerged, one that has left fans both intrigued and divided. During a reported private conversation with industry insiders, Timothee allegedly addressed the idea of building something that isn't performative. It's a statement that, on the surface, feels simple. But within the context of his relationship with Kylie, it carries significant weight. Because if there's one thing both of them understand deeply, it's the difference between what is real and what is presented. This raises an even bigger question. Is it possible for two people so deeply embedded in the public eye to create something genuinely private? Or does the very nature of their fame make that impossible? Some believe that this tension is exactly what makes their relationship so compelling, that it exists at the edge of two opposing forces, constantly negotiating between exposure and intimacy. Others argue that it's only a matter of time before the pressure becomes too much. But then, something unexpected happened. According to sources, Timothee and Kylie reportedly spent time together away from the usual hotspots, no red carpets, no paparazzi-heavy locations, just quiet, low-key environments where they could exist without constant observation. These moments, though largely undocumented, are said to have played a crucial role in shaping the direction of their relationship. Because in those moments, away from the noise, the questions become clearer. What do they actually want? What are they willing to sacrifice? And perhaps most importantly, what does a future together really look like? For Timothee, whose career continues to evolve at a rapid pace, the stakes are particularly high. Every decision he makes has the potential to redefine how he is perceived, not just as an actor, but as a public figure. Aligning his life with someone like Kylie is not just a personal choice, it's a statement, one that carries both opportunities and risks. For Kylie, the equation is different, but no less complex. She has already built an empire, navigated intense scrutiny, and experienced the highs and lows of public relationships. Entering into something with Timothee could represent a new phase, one that prioritizes depth over visibility, substance over spectacle. And yet, despite all these signals, there is still no official confirmation, no definitive statement that ties everything together. Which brings us to the core of this story. In a world obsessed with clarity, with labels, with definitive answers, Timothee and Kylie are choosing ambiguity. Not as a strategy, but as a form of control. By not defining their relationship publicly, they retain ownership over it. They decide what is shared, what is hidden, and what remains entirely their own. It's a bold move, and one that may ultimately determine whether this connection can survive. Because the truth is, the pressure isn't going away. If anything, it's only going to intensify. The more people become invested in this story, the higher the expectations will climb. Fans will look for signs, for confirmation, for any indication of where things are headed. Media outlets will continue to speculate, to analyze, to build narratives that may or may not reflect reality. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, Timothee and Kylie will have to decide what matters most. Is it the story the world wants to tell about them? Or the story they are quietly building for themselves? As we move forward, one thing becomes increasingly clear: this is not just a fleeting moment or a passing headline. It's an evolving narrative, one that touches on deeper themes of identity, autonomy, and the search for authenticity in an environment that rarely allows for it. And perhaps that's why it resonates so strongly. Because at its core, this isn't just about two celebrities. It's about the universal struggle to define one's own path in the face of external expectations. So as the next chapter begins to unfold, the question isn't just what will happen next. It's whether they can hold on to something real in a world that constantly tries to turn everything into a spectacle. Stay tuned, because if the past few weeks have shown us anything, it's that this story is far from predictable, and the biggest revelations may still be ahead. And just when it seemed like the narrative around Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner had reached its peak, another unexpected layer began to unfold, one that no headline had fully captured yet. Behind closed doors, away from the relentless flashes of cameras and the noise of speculation, there are indications that the dynamic between them is evolving at a pace even their closest circles didn't anticipate. What started as curiosity has now shifted into something far more deliberate. And according to those quietly observing from the inside, this shift didn't happen overnight. It was building, slowly, long before Coachella 2026 became the global stage for their story. What's particularly striking is how controlled everything has become. Unlike many high-profile relationships that spiral into constant exposure, Timothee and Kylie appear to be moving in the opposite direction, tightening access, limiting visibility, and carefully choosing when and where they appear. This isn't accidental. It suggests a shared understanding, an unspoken agreement that whatever they are building cannot survive under the usual pressures of celebrity culture. And yet, that very decision is creating even more intrigue. Because the less they show, the more people want to see. Search interest continues to spike, with audiences dissecting even the smallest details: what they wear, who they're seen with, how often they're spotted together. Every absence becomes a clue. Every silence, a statement. It's a cycle that feeds itself, growing stronger with every unanswered question. But here's where things take a deeper turn. There are growing indications that Timothee is not just thinking about this relationship in the present tense. Sources suggest he has begun to reframe his long-term outlook, not just in terms of career, but in how he envisions stability, partnership, and even legacy. For someone who has spent years navigating roles, scripts, and carefully constructed characters, this kind of personal clarity marks a significant shift. And Kylie? Those close to her hint at something equally profound. After years of operating at the center of global attention, there's a sense that she is becoming more selective, not just with what she shares, but with who she allows into her inner world. This isn't about stepping away entirely, but about redefining boundaries in a way that feels sustainable. And within that recalibration, Timothee appears to play a central role. Midway through all this, a quiet but powerful moment reportedly changed the tone of everything. During an intimate gathering, far removed from the chaos of public events, Timothee is said to have spoken candidly about the importance of choosing what feels real over what looks right. It's a line that may seem simple, but in the context of his life, it carries enormous weight. Because for someone constantly surrounded by perception, choosing authenticity is not just a preference, it's a risk. And that risk is exactly what's raising the stakes. Because if this relationship is built on something real, it will inevitably be tested. Not just by external pressure, but by the internal challenge.